Hey, John Mack here, and I just want to share my story with you today on how I went from being $50,000 in debt to becoming a multi-millionaire by the time I was 30 years old. So stick around because I think you're going to like this one. And let me know what you think as well in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I answer and reply to every comment on my videos. So it all started back in 2013 when I was selling t-shirts on Facebook. And since then, I've launched several online stores in all types of niches using my own e-commerce platform called CommerceHQ, which is a revolutionary piece of software that helps you launch a store in 20 minutes or less. And I personally generated over $10 million in sales in a few short years' time. So I know e-commerce better than most people. And I still can't believe, how fast it all happened, but I'm really excited to share my story with you today. And I really hope that you enjoy it and that it inspires you to take action. Now, even though making $10 million with my own stores is amazing, but what's even better? It's the fact that I've taught thousands of people just like yourself to launch online stores using my proven strategies and techniques. And my students have collectively generated over $100 million in sales on my platform, CommerceHQ, since we launched it just a couple years ago. And CommerceHQ really simplifies the entire process of getting started with e-commerce. And it's awesome, really, to see people make their first sale online in just a couple of days of launching their store. I love seeing all the posts in the Facebook group day after day. It's truly inspiring. And I hope to see you in there one day as well, sharing your success story. Of course, the question is this, right? Like, how did I get started? How did I go from being, totally broke, $50,000 in debt to multi-millionaire in a few short years to building my dream home where I'm recording this video right now? Well, stay tuned and watch this entire video because I'm going to be telling you my story, and really I hope inspires you again to take action and change your own life as well. Because there's really nothing like hearing from someone who's really been in the trenches and has really gone through the darkness to find out what actually works online. Like, how do you actually make money with this thing? That's the question everybody wants to know the answer to. So back in high school, I wasn't academic at all. I was totally distracted by becoming a famous DJ. And I loved making people dance, staying out all night, and really the thrill and glamour of the party scene. And I DJ'd at some of the biggest clubs in Toronto, Canada, and even Vancouver. But after a few short years, I had nothing to show for it except for being $50,000 in debt. I was depressed, I was miserable, and I was broke. Well, actually less than broke being in that much debt. But what happened was I fell for all those buy now, pay later debt schemes, right? I racked up my credit cards. I was buying TVs and furniture and cars and even a motorcycle and more shit that I really didn't need at all. And I finally realized that I needed to change my life. And in my darkest moment, I knew that I had to get out of this debt hole no matter what. I just had to find a way. So what I did was like a lot of people do, and I became a realtor. So it was pretty easy back then to get licensed. I studied for 3 months, I took a test, and boom, I was selling multi-million-dollar homes. And the big commissions and lavish lifestyle seemed pretty great, so why not try it out for a while? And I started working with first-time home buyers and even investors as well with multifamily properties. But as soon as the market dropped in 2008, 2009, the deals stopped flowing and my income all but dried up. It was a total disaster because I was spending money before I had earned it, and the deals fell through month after month. So I went from driving a brand new Cadillac to a 1997 Chrysler. It was embarrassing and I felt totally defeated. Okay, now I knew I had to get out of debt and focus on making real money. So I typed into Google how to make money online, like a lot of people do, and quickly started my online journey as an affiliate marketer all the way back in 2010, which really seems like ages ago, but it wasn't that long ago, really. What I did was post ads on Craigslist. Okay, I drove free traffic to lead offers where I would get paid a small commission, for a few bucks. Every time someone filled out a form online, I would get paid. And I remember my first check that came in the mail that day. It was for $1,000, and I thought I'd won the lottery. I just really couldn't believe it. It was incredible. And I just made this money really out of thin air. Then I started making $3,000 to $4,000 a week, almost on autopilot, as I hired out the entire process to people in the Philippines who did all the posting for me. And life was great. I slept in most days, I did whatever I wanted to, and I really had ultimate freedom. And some days I was so bored because all my friends were hard at work. But unfortunately, it didn't last long, right? The method stopped working. And Craigslist made it more and more difficult to get the free traffic from their platform. I ended up having to go back to work, as an affiliate manager working at affiliate networks. But that was pretty neat because it allowed me to learn the back end of the business to see how offers really work. And I started making these companies a lot of money, by getting my affiliate friends to run their offers. And they started paying me a six-figure salary. But I still wasn't happy in my life. Having a boss just wasn't for me, and I knew that I had to go back to being an entrepreneur and really working for myself. And one of the most satisfying memories I've ever had in my life is quitting my job after 3 years. Seeing the expression on my boss's face was absolutely priceless. And I'll still remember his face to this day going totally bright red. So why did I quit if I was making six figures a year? Because I was introduced to e-commerce and Facebook ads from a friend of mine who coached me for 2 months on how it all worked. And then everything totally changed. I was making more money selling t-shirts on Facebook than my job was paying me in income. So I quit that job. I never looked back, right? And back in 2013, when I was selling t-shirts, it was a total gold mine. It was like printing money. It was really, really easy. Using Facebook ads, I would bid $1 per click and put a budget from all the way from like $100 a day all the way to $1,000 a day and just watch the money roll in month after month. It was life-changing. And I made my first $1 million in 12 months just from selling t-shirts on Facebook. And after t-shirts, I got into selling jewelry and then artwork and then gadgets and even more. And I launched several stores over the years since 2014 till now, and I've learned so much in the process. One of my stores did almost $7 million in sales, which was just mind-blowing and really opened my eyes to how much money there is actually out there in this industry and in the marketplace. And after networking with some of the top gurus in the industry, hearing about their complaints about other e-commerce platforms out there, I decided to build my own e-commerce platform called CommerceHQ in 2016. And being able to teach others how to launch their own online store is so fulfilling. I've had many people make their first $1 million online with my training courses and software. And nothing feels better to me than really helping others, come up in the game and change their lives as well. Because I know what it's like, to have a dead-end job, to be in debt, and be really down in the dumps, because I've been there myself personally. And I can tell you this, the secret sauce is really two things, okay? First, you need a platform that is maximized for conversion, like CommerceHQ. And two, you need to become a Jedi Master at Facebook ads. Having top selling products, that helps as well. But really those two things are key, platform and Facebook ads. So that's a bit about me and how I went from being $50,000 in debt to becoming a multimillionaire in a few short years' time to, of course, building my own e-commerce platform with thousands of successful members. And I even wrote a book called Freedom Formula. You can check it out on Amazon if you want. But I can promise you this, if you subscribe to my channel today and watch all my videos, you're gonna get immense value for free. I'm not trying to sell you anything with this, right? I just wanna open your mind to an amazing world of e-commerce so you can get inspired, take action, and change your life as well. So definitely stick around and keep watching the videos. They're gonna be all about motivation, e-commerce, Facebook ads, and so much more. So stay tuned and get engaged as well. I'd love to hear from you in the comments in my videos. I reply to each and every comment. And if you enjoyed this video about my story, please hit the like button and let me know what you think as well. And what you want to learn most of, in future videos in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about life or business and really anything in between. So take care, and I'll see you soon in my upcoming videos. Bye-bye.